So I watched the video of Andrew Tate talking about Logan Paul, and here's what he had to say.
First, I want to get very, very clear that Logan Paul is absolutely and utterly a tool of the Matrix. He's a bought and sold individual with no soul. He doesn't stand up for anything, and he doesn't mean anything he says. He gets pieces of paper from Susan or whoever else telling him what he's allowed to say on his channel to pertain.
You believe that?
100%. Not only do I believe it, he's proved to himself. He will flip-flop on any issue. He can be bought and sold. Logan Paul doesn't believe in any of the things he says. Logan Paul is a man, if you ever were unfortunate enough to consume his content, I get sent clips of it all the time by people mocking him. As soon as something comes out, whether it's Harry Styles wearing a dress, whether it's Lil Nas twerking on the devil, whether it's this, he just sits there and goes, yeah, this is great. Yeah, this is great. He is a talking piece. He is the mouthpiece for the agenda. The people have come along, people who are trying to force a narrative, and they said, look, we need to have some degree of control over the exact demographic that Tate has control over. We're going to use Logan Paul and attempt to use him. And he sits there and just purports the bullshit points of view that the whole Hollywood establishment want him to report. He doesn't believe in the things he said. He's told what to say. And because he was canceled before and it emotionally destroyed him, he's so fearful of the mob, so scared of being canceled again, that he's going to sit there and say anything he's told. He doesn't believe that shit. Before I was canceled, him and his boyfriend Mike did endless videos supporting me, laughing about me, saying how funny I was, tagging me on Instagram, inviting me places, etc. Second I'm canceled, they flip reverse it and shit themselves because they don't want to get canceled.
That was Andrew Tate talking about Logan Paul and basically saying that he has sold his soul and that he has no soul. Basically, he's got people behind him controlling him, telling him what to do, which way to go, who to support and who to not support. And we kind of already knew this because the Paul brothers, they went from being normal YouTubers to being so big that they are more famous than mainstream celebrities now. They are being given all these opportunities and more ways to gain more fame and money, and that doesn't just fall into your lap. Getting the type of shine that the Paul brothers are getting, it means that you have gone through all the necessary steps needed for you to get the type of shine that they are getting. It means that they have done everything that is required of them, and the fact that they are fully in control, which is why they have to follow the narrative. For example, such as Andrew Tate mentioned that when Harry Styles wore a dress, these guys were supporting him. When Lil Nas X made that video, that song, this guy was supporting him. That's because they've become a talking piece for the people that set the narratives. But let's not be too easy on Andrew Tate here. You see, Andrew Tate was given sudden popularity, and whenever someone gains sudden popularity, you have to be really cautious and think about why this person is being given such a spotlight out of nowhere. In my opinion, he was just a replacement for Kevin Samuels. That's what it is basically. I mean, yes, Andrew Tate may have been around before Kevin Samuels passed away. However, the level of attention and fame that he got after Kevin Samuels passed away is not coincidence. He just filled the gap where Kevin Samuels used to provide that kind of personality or talk. He just replaced it. That being said, I think the plan with Andrew Tate went wrong. You see, he was put in the position to promote a certain type of idea to the masses, and then I believe he started talking too much real stuff, which is why their plan basically backfired. He started talking about religion and all these other narratives and the agendas that are being pushed. When he started doing that, that's when he became an enemy to the public, quote unquote. Before that, when he was just causing division between the genders, which is what Kevin Samuels was doing basically, he was fine. So their plan failed with Andrew Tate. They built up a character for him. However, he went too crazy with the character and maybe started putting stuff from his own beliefs in there, which is why then he suddenly became dangerous and they had to completely ban him, so to basically shut his voice. However, he's still getting attention from all these big YouTubers and their videos are not being censored. So yes, some fishy stuff is going on here. If you're still watching this video, please hit the like button. But that's the thing, most of these people on the internet, especially the ones that suddenly get famous, are characters specifically put in place to promote specific ideas. You have to be extremely careful before jumping on a bandwagon of a new celebrity, an internet celebrity that suddenly gets famous. You have to really dig deep before you start acting like a fanboy or fangirl for these people. Kevin Samuels was a character. We don't know what happened to him. That's the actual truth. Yes, he was pronounced dead, but we don't know if that guy even was real. That's what it literally comes down to. He was a character propped up to promote specific ideas, then he was taken away from the main stage, which is basically this world. This world is a theater. We are in a real life circus. The circus is dead. The current circus is the internet. These new characters that pop up, these new weird things that happen, it just keeps us engaged and away from focusing on the actual real stuff that's going on in the world, which is exactly what they want you to not look at or worry about or think about. This applies to YouTubers in general. Even the channels that seem to promote the truth, you have to read between the lines. And especially with these bloggers that seem to capitalize off people's deaths. You have these channels, these rap related channels, that every time someone passes away, they make up all these more details, more new details about their deaths, and they just completely make things up just to capitalize off someone's death. Basically, I think that's really a low level of existence. That's the honest truth of it. If your whole channel literally exists to talk about people's deaths, you are in the grips of something really demonic. You're in the grips of really negative energy, and it doesn't matter how you try to portray it, whether you try to portray it as you caring about the person or trying to give people information. If everything or every topic of your video is mostly about deaths, you are dabbling in something negative and demonic, and that's just my opinion. But yes, if you have to keep a balance, that's all I'm saying. Yes, you can cover it sometimes, but this is specifically to these bloggers. I'm not talking about truther channels. I'm talking about these bloggers that report on hip-hop stuff and rap stuff, but it's always about celebrities dying. They're trying to capitalize off it, such as PnB Rock passed away. So yes, there's a lot of sick stuff going on in the world. I'm out. Peace.